This is Are You With Me Right Now? Episode?
I don't know because the one we recorded already might have been lost.
Yeah.
What, 47? 46?
I think 46 may have been lost.
Oh, well, rest in peace. I think out of respect, we should still call this one 47. Pour one out for the homie.
Okay. I mean, 46 may be recovered, hopefully. Jesus, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, let's just set the scene really quick. Handsome Man is making alcohol. I'm eating vanilla ice cream with strawberries and mini chocolate chips.
I'll be right back.
And I put on false lashes for the first time, and I'm waiting to just rip them off because they have a little nubbin on the inside of my eye, like the inner corner. It's weird.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome.
Hello again.
Hello. Now what?
Now we talk to each other.
We don't have any material plan for this one. I mean, a short discussion about day collars, but that's it.
Well, I disagree. This can be a short one anyway because it's kind of late.
Okay.
But you brought up something. You had a specific request from me recently after your last therapy session.
I don't remember what that is. But I'm glad you do.
You asked me to be more direct about what I want from you. Is that correct? Is that phrasing it right?
That problem has kind of gone away. There were a couple days where there was just a lot of passive aggressive communication, and it was horrible. Our communication for 2 days was my actual nightmare. I don't know why, and it sucked. And I was defensive, and my therapist suggested you might be asking direct questions to avoid conflict. That apparently didn't have any ground with you, which is fine. But
wait, what?
That sucked.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Maybe repeat what you said. Your therapist.
His suggestion or possibility was that maybe I was putting out a really intense vibe and you were trying to avoid conflict.
Okay.
Which I brought that up to you and you said not really, so that's fine. That was just a possibility.
Well, not overtly or maybe consciously.
Okay, well, it's been a few days to think about it, so have you realized that you were having feelings or something?
No.
Okay.
Which, a few days isn't really enough time for me to know whether or not I have feelings.
Well, it was a week.
Okay. That still may not be enough time.
Well, we'll check back in on this in 2 weeks. We'll find out.
I'm kind of just kidding, but yeah.
I know.
I don't know.
Oh, no, it's true. When he and I were talking about that, I was like, yeah, it's a good question for me to ask him. But I'm not going to get an answer right away. I just know that.
Not intentionally.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's just, I know the expectations going in. Is I can pose a question and then we have to talk about it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or it'll just come back up in 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I still maintain that I don't necessarily think I had any specific, I don't know, feelings, maybe the right word.
That's fine. Yeah, feelings works fine. Motives, feelings.
Yeah.
Some sort of game plan.
I got to stop smacking in the mic.
Me?
No, I do.
Disgusting.
Go ahead and get it all out right now.
You sound like a squirrel. Or like a chipmunk.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that's gotten better then. That's the goal, obviously.
Yeah, I don't really know why those days happened, but they were awful. I was so on edge.
And I don't know if I even really realized it from either end. I don't think I even noticed you were any different.
Really? I was so defensive. I was just very scared. Emotionally scared.
Huh.
My therapist and I did a very extensive sheet. I did not like it, but it's just the next step up from ABC worksheets. Because ABCs are really simple. They've only got a couple sections, and it's really logical. I forget what the name of the worksheet is that he's working me up to, or like this next installment. I forget what it's called. The big one is called a challenging beliefs worksheet, I think, and it's like 1,000,000 questions long, and I'm just not doing that. So
And
he's trying to work me up with smaller worksheets.
this is like what's the how do I ask this?
The point?
Yeah, I guess what's the point of that particular worksheet? Well, because
The big
what's the
one?
scope maybe of that worksheet? Because the ABC worksheet is for like daily usage almost.
Yeah.
So
He told me to do, God, what's it called? The challenging beliefs worksheet is a fucking monster. It's so long. It's just very in depth. There are like 40 questions. You don't have to answer all of them. You just kind of go through and see which ones apply to your current like dissonant thought. But that's just way too much for me to do in the moment. Like, at least right now. And he sent me the worksheet over text.
So this is not something you would do day to day.
He challenged me to do one of these every day, and LOL, I haven't done that.
Oh.
But this is a challenging questions worksheet, and you put down a belief or stuck point.
And it's the same worksheet every day, though.
Yeah, this is the next like evolution of worksheets. ABC is really simple. It's a really good, solid, dependable one. It's not very complex. So as you're working into more complex trauma, like once you kind of get the surface done, you dig a little bit deeper into the problem and closer to the actual stuck point, the dissonant thought, the challenging thought. Because ABC is more about like managing the emotions in the moment. And the closer you get to like a stuck point or like a challenging beliefs worksheet, the Mama Jamma, the closer you get to like the actual issue and changing the belief over like the big belief that underlies your emotional upset. And that's just a really big thing to work up to.
Sure.
So challenging questions is you put down your belief or stuck point and then you kind of interrogate it. These questions are just straight up. It's not a little box. It's like, what's the evidence for and against the stuck point? Is your stuck point a habit or based on facts? Does it include all or none terms? In what way is your stuck point focused on just one piece of the story? In what ways is your stuck point based on feelings rather than facts? So it's like you sit down and explain yourself on a worksheet. And he gave me examples too. But we did it together. I was not very successful. I was just not pumped about therapy last week. I did not want to talk to him. I was going to skip it. And then he offered me a session. I'm like, you know what? Fine. I probably need it.
Yeah, I haven't had therapy in a while, which...
True.
I don't know. My therapy had kind of devolved into like just political banner almost.
Which is weird.
It is kind of weird. But I'll start seeing my therapist again once people can see people again.
Yeah. I mean, what's your orientation in therapy now? Like, what are you going for? Or what will you go for? I'm sure it's not political talk, you know?
No. I think I'd just like to start revisiting, like, at one point I'd kind of started just rolling through all of my relationship experiences.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's very slow going because there's so much tangential material there. Which
So
isn't
much what?
There's just so much tangential material there. Which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, I'd kind of realized my past 2 sessions have just kind of been just chatter, which is fine. I mean, you know, she was fine just chatting with me too.
Which I find kind of odd that she didn't like keep it directed onto therapy stuff. But I mean, it's on you too, as much as it is her.
Yeah.
But I know my therapist will try and keep me on track. Like we chat, but I mean, we do chat pretty consistently and we kind of go in and out of therapy talk, but he would definitely keep me on track to like, okay, so what happened this week?
Right.
Sometimes I don't want to talk about it and I'll just veer off course. He's like, hey, let's get back to the topic here.
I gotcha. And I don't really bring issues that serious into therapy. I mean, not... I guess I don't feel like I have serious, ongoing, current issues to bring into therapy like that.
What, is dating a borderline not serious enough for you? Huh? Bringing a new partner in to parent your child? Huh? Not a big deal?
It's not a situation of, oh my God, what happened this week? We have to work through it.
That is what my therapy is.
Right. I have a thing to bring up.
Oh, good. I'm worried.
It's small now. So you and our daughter, you and the baby tried to, I don't know what's the right way to say that. Our daughter feels weird.
What?
Our daughter just feels weird?
Oh, I thought you were saying that she feels weird. I'm like, what happened?
No, the phrase our daughter?
I agree.
Okay.
I mean, I just say like our child.
Okay, yeah.
Because I call her the child in like an affectionate way.
Yeah. She's been calling you mom a lot lately.
She calls you mom a lot though too.
But she calls you mom intentionally. She does not call me mom.
She calls me daddy too. I'm like, that is not my name.
Yeah. I think she's just trying to see if it fits.
Yes. And when I tucked her in the other night, she asked me to read her stories. It made me want to cry a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah, it was great. I put her down for a nap with some stories, and then I put her down for bed with some stories.
Yeah.
And that was nice.
Yeah,
And,
I pissed both you guys off yesterday.
That was hilarious. Yeah, you did.
Yesterday, yeah.
It was just funny that we were both mad at the same time.
Yep.
Okay, but when I put her down for bed the other night, whatever night she was here last, I gave her a hug and gave her kisses, whatever. I love you. And she said, I love you. I love my mommy too. I was like, oh my goodness, I know. We love you so much. So I imagine she feels really conflicted.
Yeah.
Not really conflicted, but conflicted, as a child should and would in this area of her life.
Yeah.
You know, what do you make of this new caregiver who you get along with, but also don't get along with? But I don't know. She's like crazy in love with her mom, obviously, because she's 4.
Yeah.
But I think she feels some mixed loyalty there. And I'm certainly not pushing her to call me mom. I always refer to myself as stepmom.
Yeah.
And miss my name.
Yeah.
So I'm not like pressuring her or anything. But I think she's just confused about the kinds of loyalties that she feels. And God knows what her mom says about me, if anything. I doubt it. But you never really know. I doubt it.
Right.
But I don't. You never know.
She seems open enough. The child seems open enough to where I think if her mom said anything, she would end up repeating it, even accidentally.
I agree.
Because it's, I'd really try to do my best to facilitate open communication. I'd really try not to chastise her for like anything that she really says.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't think I ever have. I don't think I've ever chastised her for anything that she's really said. Just because I just wanted to be able to speak freely. I think that's the most important thing.
We tell her not to be mean, which I stand behind completely.
Well, yeah, but it's just yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure if there were anything like going on, or if whatever, she'd probably say it to us because she repeats herself 24/7.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what sorts of like messages she's getting about like love and loyalty to mom. And that might just be totally internal. She might just feel like, if I love Miss Stepmom, that means I don't love my mommy as much. But she's just trying to work it out.
I think so.
Yeah. She'll figure it out. And when she gets older, I'm looking forward to the day when she gets old enough to call me just by my first name.
Yeah.
When she gets old enough to just call me by my first name and not Miss first name.
I mean, I don't know. I would expect it to just evolve into mom at some point.
I mean, how would you feel about her calling her stepdad dad? I think it's like a fair benchmark to, how appropriate it is for me to be mom.
Right. I mean, as long as, if that's what she wants to do, that's up to her.
Mm.
I mean, as long as that's the role that he plays.
Yeah.
Then, fine. I mean, that's her relationship with him, I guess. I don't have any
we don't know anything about that.
Yeah. Right. I don't know much about it, and I don't have much authority is not the right word.
Yeah.
Jurisdiction, maybe a better word, as far as that's concerned.
Hang on, I'm taking my lashes off. I'm tired of this thing fucking poking me in my water line.
So anyway, you and the child, I don't know, a while back, you planted a bunch of seeds in flower pots.
Don't drag me.
And,
Drag me on the air about.
well, I'm not sure how
I'm
to,
kidding.
I'm not sure why you're unmotivated to
Because I'm depressed,
put them
Christopher.
away. Are you?
Yes. I'm
Oh.
chronically depressed.
Oh.
Yeah, the disorder I am diagnosed with means that you have symptoms for like at least 2 years. I've been depressed since I was like 13.
Oh.
Chronically.
Well, you can still put away some flower pots. Jesus.
Right. Shut up. Because I don't do anything else around here.
Don't give me that. I'm too sad to put away flower pots.
I was very sad today.
Were you?
Yes.
When?
All day. You just can't tell because I'm normally sad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. My buddy sent me he always sends me Instagram comics. He sent me one today. It's like or he sent me one yesterday, I think. How did it go? It was, hey, cheer up. And he's like, well, I'm sad. And he's like, yeah, but I always smile. He's like, I smile when I'm sad. He's like, but you're always smiling. And the guy's just like smiling in the next frame or something like that. He's like, exactly, or something like that.
Same.
Yeah. I don't know. I even dumped all the dirt out of them. I put it in the yard. I filled in one of the holes in the yard.
Yay.
I don't know, just to try and motivate you.
I'm sorry, this is such a roadblock. Shit.
It's not. It's been there.
Them.
How long have those? I mean, it's been there for like 2
Wait.
weeks.
That's not true.
At least 1 week.
Not 2 weeks.
At least 1 week, going on 2 weeks.
I don't even think it's been that long. It's been like a few days. I'll give you 1 week. I will not give you 2 weeks. That's not true.
Okay. I'll take 1 week.
I certainly put them out after I finished college. Graduate school, whatever.
Okay.
It was post work.
Okay. Well, I don't know. They're just in the kitchen.
Well, then yes, I'll get rid of them.
Shooting stars! Shooting stars!
What?
I just had 2 shooting stars.
Oh, you're playing Animal Crossing?
Yeah, I'm just...
Bravo for being able to do something and talk at the same time.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just staring at the sky, at the shooting stars.
Can I come over?
Yes, that was 3. If I see another cluster, yeah, I'll run down and open the gates.
Okay.
Ooh, there's another one.
Wow, there it is. My Switch is in the other room. We'll just do it later.
Oh, okay. Celeste is in town.
Cutie.
And I guess we can do some Animal Crossing tips and tricks in the podcast here, because God knows everybody's playing Animal Crossing right now. Just look at nookazon.com if you need proof of that.
My therapist has been laughing at me because I gatekeep Animal Crossing really hard.
What do you mean?
I laugh at people for posting tips about like, here's how to make crafting go faster. You just smash A lot.
Oh, yeah.
Or like that just don't know anything about the series of games like that are playing it now for the first time. Like, where were you fucking 10 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm just really lame. I'm very invested in Animal Crossing, and I'm like, this is one thing that I'm like, wow, I was the cool kid who played it before everybody else. I'm just being stupid.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, I don't know. I do the same thing.
I was not cool though. But I'm heavily invested in this game, and I have a lot of love for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now it's weird that there are so many people playing it. The meme content is nice, though. I'm glad there are a lot of memes going around right now.
Sure. I wonder how long it's going to take the hype to die down. I've noticed...
Oh, not long.
Sorry. Yeah. Because I've noticed my 2 guy friends that play have not played much recently.
Really?
One of them
That's
has
so
almost quit playing,
lame.
it seems.
That's so lame.
I mean, it's a bandwagon that everybody jumped on. This
Yeah.
isn't a game for everybody.
True, and the criticism was getting annoying. That's kind of also why I'm like, well, fuck you guys.
Right, yeah.
Because everyone's, talking to shit about how this didn't work well and that didn't work well and this part's dumb. It's like you literally just don't know how the game works because they've been doing it this way forever.
Yeah. Like, hey, welcome to Animal Crossing,
this
bud.
way, but now it's better.
Yeah, no, like the quality of life improvements in this one, like, shit.
So everyone like trashing on it for Bunny Day, which was dumb and it should not have been 2 weeks. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't dumb, but I don't think it should have been for 2 weeks because eggs just never stopped.
Yeah.
You just could have been buried in eggs.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the collective, I don't know. People just, whatever. Fucking noobs.
But yeah, anyway, Celeste is in town, so I'm, I don't know. set up a little telescope on this rock formation up here in the top of my town, and I just like to sit up here and kind of watch the sky.
Cute. I gave Gala a telescope outside her house.
But since we're just doing this, I'm just staring at the screen and seeing if shooting stars fall, and sure enough, I just saw 4 of them, so yeah.
I just got, so CJ was in my town yesterday. And Siege. And I got a big ass Atlas moth model from the last time Flick was in my town. And this time I'm like, I'm going to get a fucking red snapper model. I'm going to put it outside my museum with the Atlas moth. And it's going to look so cool. And the Atlas moth model is enormous. That thing is huge. It's like 2x2 and very tall. And I put my red snapper model out there and it's like 1x1, like 5 inches tall IRL. Looks so dumb.
Well, that's funny because Flick's the one that makes the models.
I know. I don't understand.
Well, Flick's a bug enthusiast.
Oh.
I doubt that has anything to do with it,
That
but
makes sense, but that's so dumb.
the synchronicity there is funny.
And not even, like, not all bug models are huge. Right? You've got a bug model that's not big.
Yeah, I've got my mantis and my tarantula are both 1x1.
Well, I really like the Atlas moth, and I'm mad that my red snapper is so small.
I'm working on, I've got 2 oarfish and I've got 2 blue marlins.
The oarfish freak me out when they come out of the water every time.
They're so strange.
I'm just not expecting it ever, and it just takes so long to come out of the water. Visually, it looks odd. I caught my first coelacanth. And my blue marlin as well.
I've been trading on Nookazon.
Wow.
On the Discord mostly. The Nookazon Discord is the good place to go for trading.
You've been doing our turnips also. I just bought my first turnips. After playing this game for like 13 years, I bought turnips for the first time.
There's a good place to go for turnips, and I am not telling where it is because because there are not good places to go for turnips. There's whatever that website is. I don't know, turnips.com or whatever it's called. And it's in, like, I guess the site's so filled with bots or something. I'm not sure. It's damn near impossible to get in somewhere. You have to jump in queue to get to someone's town.
Oh, it's that one. You tried that website.
Yeah, and I have had 0 luck there. But, I mean, maybe other people have luck, you know. Your mileage may vary. But the Nookazon Discord, the Nookazon website also doesn't seem to work very well, but the Nookazon Discord, you just, you can kind of search for what you want and go trade for it. Most people just take Nook Miles tickets, and that's kind of neat. I heavily recommend it if you're looking for something specific. I've only traded on there twice, but the first time I found a fossil to just complete a dinosaur outside of a dinosaur display outside of my museum.
Ooh, I need to get. That's what I should do. I should put a fossil out there.
I need to get some copperlight to put next to Spork's house.
You're so mean to Spork.
I'm not mean to Spork.
Yes, you are.
It's very lore friendly, the things that I'm doing to Spork. His
lore
house is a
friendly.
pigsty.
You're trying so hard to make this sound like altruistic, but it's not.
It is.
You're a fucking Bill Wibley man. That's what you are. Bill Wibley hater.
Yeah, but only about Zucker. Fuck Zucker. He's ugly or she's ugly. I don't even know what the fuck that thing is.
There's this little, let's explain to the audience. There's a Tumblr post that just says Animal Crossing players are like, I hate Bill Wibley. He's a bastard and I want him off my island. He killed my family and burnt my crops. And then I look up Bill Wibley or whatever and he looks like, and the picture is a little pink crayon drawn bear with a little yellow shirt with a heart and some blue shorts, like with his arms up trying to give you a hug. And that's you. Every time you say something about Spork, I'm like, you fucking Bill Wibley ass.
Zucker does not look like a Bill Wibley. Spork's okay. I make the joke that I want Spork to leave. Yeah. Zucker, I don't like at all. And I knew I didn't like him. I got rolled those dice.
His doormat in my town is awesome, so I like him more than you do. I think he's pretty cool because I like his doormat that I created for him.
Fair. So yeah, I don't know, relationship stuff. This has kind of become a how to step parent podcast. Or how
But
not
not
to
like a
step
very
parent
helpful.
podcast.
Yeah, not a very helpful one.
No, you and she have been doing much better recently.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm an adult who's in charge of my actions. And I've decided that I'm not going to teach her how to ride a bike. You can do that.
You do have low patience with her when it comes to riding a bike.
Yeah.
She likes to whine a lot, and you have no patience for whining.
No,
I have a little.
I don't.
Well, because some of her whines are legitimate complaints.
Okay, but when she whines like the whole time, it's just all whining then.
I know.
That's fine. So the solution is you teach her how to ride a bike.
She's getting there.
I know.
She's also getting there on learning all of her letters.
Which is great.
She can write just about all of the capital letters now from memory. So I'm not sure what's more important, if writing lowercase letters or if learning all of the sounds that the letters make by heart. I don't know what's higher on that hierarchy. Because I'm trying to get her to read, and she's doing pretty well, but it's a lot of specific memorization, which is part of it.
I mean, yeah, sight words are incredibly important for kids. They're very helpful.
Yeah.
So I quizzed her on. We read some Bob books the other day when I did school with her. It went pretty well. But yeah, she was having a hard time if you just stop her and say, like, what's that word? Like, sound it out. I think the sounds of the letters are more important than lowercase letters right now. Like, she's going to learn to write when she goes to kindergarten. And we can obviously help her learn to write now. That's still important. We should still do it. But I think learning to sound out words so she can read is very important. I think that takes priority over lowercase letters right now. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. And I think I have the same conclusion there.
Yeah. Because reading comes before writing.
Okay. Does it?
I think that's the logical progression for me.
Okay.
Is to be able to read and then to write it. But I mean, we can do both in tandem.
She's been watching a lot of Storybots.
Yes.
The more I watch Storybots, the more I dislike it.
Why? I used to really like Storybots.
Yeah, when we just watched it on YouTube, but the Netflix show.
Oh, the Ask the Storybots or whatever?
Yeah, they've got like, I guess they're just trying to appeal to the adults, but they've got like Kevin Smith and like Snoop Dogg and like, I don't know.
It's hilarious that Snoop Dogg was on there. You had feelings about it.
Well, yeah, Kevin Smith too, you know, like two of the biggest like just recreational drug proponents. I mean, which is fine, but these aren't role models for children. I don't understand, other than adult appeal, why they would stick them in this show. Well, obviously that's why. But why do you need adult appeal why do you need this like star-studded adult appeal for your show instead of just making a good show for children? Because otherwise,
because parents have to watch kids shows, so might as well make it not miserable for them.
I don't know. Maybe. Oh, well, shit. Yesterday or this morning, whatever she was listening to, what did they say? Oh, they used the phrase like they were borrowing a whatever yippee-ki-yay motherfucker, whatever that's from.
It's from Die Hard.
Yeah. They said yippee-ki, and I don't know what they said. I just kind of heard it out of my peripheral hearing, whatever you call that.
Boo.
But it was yippee-ki-yay something, and I don't know what they said, but it wasn't motherfucker, obviously. Story bots. Yippee-ki-yay. Here we go, right here. Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Nature is what they said.
What?
Yeah. I'm not okay with that.
That's so funny.
But like, how do you just cut? It's kind of funny, but not, you don't want your child running around saying something adjacent to yippee-ki-yay motherfucker. Like, I don't know. But now how do I like just slam off Storybots? We can't watch Storybots anymore. Well, why? Well, because they almost said yippee-ki-yay motherfucker, you know? I don't know. Is that a dumb stance to take?
I mean, I really don't care whether she watches Storybots or not. I think it's very educational. But I think you're forgetting that you're the parent and it's your job to put guidelines on what she consumes if you think it's inappropriate.
Right. Well, I guess I'm
And you
asking
don't
you
have
if
to-
that seems inappropriate to you. It seems inappropriate to me.
I mean, I don't really care. I think Storybots are very educational. I like the show. I don't watch it with her, so but I think she ends up like hearing lots of words she wouldn't otherwise.
Yeah. And concepts.
Also, has she repeated that phrase at all?
No. I think it seems like she pays less attention to the show than I do.
Okay.
Which may or may not be true. I mean, because I ask her questions after she watches every show, like, hey, how was Rain made? And she kind of figured that one out, but there's some
a
of
lot
them
of the
I'll ask her.
concepts are way too big for her right now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they'll, talk about telephones, and that's incredibly cool, but she doesn't get it right now.
Yeah.
How sound waves travel and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly, I guess. I don't think it's dumb, but I think the pros of that show outweigh the cons, but I mean, I'm not like butthurt if you're like, yeah, Storybots, let's not. I'm not attached to it one way or the other.
Yeah. Well, it bugs me that I do feel like it's somewhat of an educational show, more so than anything else she would consume. But yeah, they just lean so heavily on like vulgar adult pop culture for some reason. I mean, there's clean humor out there, you don't have to run around. I don't know. I guess I'm one to talk.
I don't know if they're, I was really, I don't know how vulgar that is. I don't consider that vulgar. I think it's adjacent to a kid inappropriate phrase, but kids don't know that word. Not talking about like vaginas or whatever.
Not yet.
I don't think it's
I haven't
vulgar.
seen that episode yet.
I disagree on whether that's vulgar. Like, live your life, whatever. I'm not going to stop you from being like, I don't like that.
All right. I mean, fair. That's the input that I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think, I'm trying to think how to phrase it, or like what I'm actually trying to say. I'm just laughing at you being like, there's clean humor out there, okay? Like, where? Not on your computer.
No, not on my computer, but I'm an adult.
I know.
There is clean computer.
I think
clean humor on my computer.
the kids don't know anything about Kevin Hart? Is
Kevin
that who it was?
Smith.
Kevin Smith. People don't know the kids don't know Kevin Smith or Snoop Dogg or whatever. It's just some educational fucking dude. I don't think it makes any difference to her.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched Shrek with Eddie Murphy in it. We're going to cut her off because he was in Raw? Like, what is this, Twitter?
Hey. I mean...
So I think that's pointless. You're welcome to if you feel really strongly about it, but I think that's kind of dumb.
All right, fair. Wait, I thought it wasn't dumb.
It's not. That wasn't nice.
Is it or is it not?
I don't think it is dumb. I think it's a little excessive because she doesn't have the context that you do on like their past work. So unnecessary. Not dumb, but unnecessary.
I guess I don't like having... It feels dishonest to have like inside jokes in front of your children.
What?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass there.
I don't understand that at all. That sounded a bit codependent.
Codependent.
Like what? You and I have an inside joke in front of her. We have to explain it to her with all its adult overtones.
No, but
Shrek is full of dirty jokes.
What, like fart jokes?
No, like sex jokes and shit.
Where?
About Farquaad compensating,
Oh yeah,
etc. There are
right.
so many like adult jokes in Shrek. What are you talking about?
All right, you're right. I'll just edit all this out.
No. I think that's strange. There are many things that kids should not understand that adults talk about.
Yeah,
And in
I
their
agree.
shows, like, it's kind of whatever. Like, Pixar's been doing it for a million years.
All right.
Not, yeah. I thought that was strange.
All right, fair. Yeah, okay. I guess I think my issue with it is that it's coming from something that's also supposed to be like an educational experience. I just feel like they're trying to stretch that boundary into a pointless.
It like clashes with their purpose for no reason.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting point. Also, I keep bringing up Shrek because the child loves it a lot for the audience.
Yeah. All right, fair. Yeah, I mean, obviously you have inside jokes around your kids, but
I was going to say.
I don't know. I guess within the context of something that's educational just feels strange.
Okay. I mean, that's an interesting take. I hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, Silent Bob trying to tell me why.
Is that who that is? Is that who Kevin Smith is?
Yeah, Kevin Smith is Silent Bob.
I'm really bad with comedian names or like actor names. When you said Kevin Smith, I kept thinking about one, Kevin Hart, and then two, Kevin James, Paul Blart Mall Cop guy.
No. Kevin Smith's the one that wrote a movie about fucking a goat.
Gotcha. No, there was a Reddit AMA that was linked in a thread I was in, and it was to like a Steven Seagal AMA from 3 years ago, and it was about like everyone was just asking, do you regret beating your wife and shit like that. And like he was live from Thailand or something, so everyone was asking, so how's the sex trafficking there? I was like, oh my god, like Marshall from How I Met Your Mother is horrible. When did this happen? And then I looked up Steven Seagal. I'm like, oh, he and Jason Segel are not the same person. So I don't do great with celebrity names.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess I see your point.
You're free to, if you want to push it, if you really want to make the decision, like fine, whatever. I'm not going to stop you. I just don't find it necessary.
Not really. I do find some value in that show for her, but I guess I'm not seeking personal value in the show. I think that's what bothers me the most is that they're trying to win me over
to you
personally when it's not a show for me.
Yeah, I think that's a shift in. I mean, honestly, that's why Shrek is like that, is because adults are watching with their kids and like they want them to enjoy it too.
Yeah.
So you're not just fucking miserable watching the thing the whole time, because Shrek is hilarious.
Yeah.
A weird fucking movie, but it's very funny. But yeah, I imagine that there are parts of lots of kids shows, or at least a few that do like try to appeal to adults, because the adults are going to be staring at this shit 24 hours a day with their toddler, and they don't want them to go insane.
Yeah.
That's my guess. That's my guess. And I don't see anything wrong with that. TBH. It's fine that you do, or that it feels weird.
No, it makes sense. I mean, Santa Claus feels weird too, so.
Why? Wait, what? Oh, this sees you when you're sleeping and shit?
Well,
that's my kink.
Well, that's the real weird shit. But
just kidding.
No, just the lying to your kids about a man who comes and brings presents every year is.
We, so far, are not doing great on holiday presents. We did not do Easter at all. Yeah, you did. I did too. In the middle of all this shit, though, I don't know. I kind of just think like we'll just have Easter afterwards when we can see people again. But yeah, we definitely got her nothing for Easter, and I feel bad about that.
I did too. Once everybody else got her something for Easter, I was like,
yep.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to get things for Easter.
Oh right, Easter baskets exist.
I mean, it's been so long since I've gotten anything for Easter, and the past few years she's last year I guess she was 3 when there was Easter, but last year we did the Easter egg hunt and all that stuff. I don't know. I mean, I used to get these giant Easter egg baskets full of like a VHS of Here Comes Peter Cottontail.
Me too.
All this other stuff. So yeah.
Like chocolate bunnies everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, child.
Yeah, she was kind of wondering why the Easter Bunny did not come to our house this year.
Oh no, I missed that. Okay, well, we gotta figure out what we're doing for the next holiday soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to keep missing it like while she gets older, when she's able to remember it.
Yeah.
And be like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think just, I don't know, this whole everybody stay home all the time thing is really just thrown off any sort of semblance of what any day means.
I agree with that. I mean, yeah, Easter just kind of came and went. Yeah, no, Easter came and went. I honestly didn't even think about it. This is such a strange time. We can't leave our house to go get shit. I'm certainly not going to get like chocolate. Yeah, and I don't know, it's just kind of the thought of like, we'll do it later. But then everybody else was like, yeah, Easter is currently happening. So, rip.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird time. It's hard to keep track of time right now and feel like it's actually happening. All right, day caller discussion to close the pod.
Yeah, sure.
Hooray. Are you pro or con?
Yeah, I'm for day caller. You showed me one and I just went crazy about it.
That's
It was fine.
It was cute, I thought, but that is okay that you don't like it.
Okay.
The point is that you have to like it as much, if not more, than I do.
Right.
I'm glad that you had an opinion on it.
Well, I guess I didn't have an opinion on it.
Whatever.
Right. But I mean, I think that's what I mean is that that one was just kind of like, meh, whatever.
But that you actually care and you weren't just like, yeah, sure, get one, whatever. Get the one you like.
Right.
The guy I dated before you was like that. He really didn't give a shit about anything that I liked, collar-wise, kink-wise, whatever. It was like, he only cared if I was doing what he wanted. So I would like fucking self-collared myself. I was really desperate for like actual commitment and genuine kink and like connection and shit. So I kind of just persisted with the collar facade or charade for our entire relationship, and that sucked. So it's really important to me that you're invested and like actually care about it. So I appreciate that.
No, you're welcome. I know I really like the collar that we got. Like
it's so pretty and perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, the day collar thing, it was a little lock on a chain, and it was cute, but it just wasn't like, I don't know. Yeah, I just didn't have any feelings one way or another. Like I said, I didn't dislike it, but it certainly didn't jump out at me.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. But yeah, the reasoning behind the day collar is same as pretty much anyone else's. Like I can't wear a collar around the house when the child is awake or home and like I really want to. I miss wearing my collar when she's conscious, essentially. That sounds bad. But this would be something that I can wear like unrestricted literally every day, take it off to shower, maybe. You know?
Yeah. I guess that kind of easily segues into another point that I keep forgetting that I have. I've probably had this for a while though, but and this isn't a complaint.
Oh no.
Well, no, you tend to buy yourself a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes it hard to buy you stuff.
Yes. I realize that, and I don't know how to remedy that because you also, I don't know, you don't like when I tell you to buy me something or like to buy me something specific. Like I know exactly what I want, like always.
I mean, I'm the same way.
True.
I guess you don't buy me anything either, so there you go.
Huh?
Anyway, that's about all.
I do. Your birthday's coming. You have cool presents that are currently
stuff,
here.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, yeah, you're very specific. So if you want something, I ask you to pick it out and then I get it for you.
Yeah,
or we just buy it together because we live together.
Yeah.
But yes, I buy myself stuff because I need it / want it. But like, I don't know, thinking about like engagement rings or whatever, I know that's very different from like a fucking dress for summer. But
well, I guess I'm not talking about either of those sorts of examples.
What are you talking about? You don't have to give a specific example. I'm just curious.
Well, just like, I don't know, stickers or jewelry or things like that. Which, I mean, stickers I get because you get them from like your favorite artist. And
yes.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I get why you buy these things. I get it. I know. But it makes it difficult for me to like, yeah, just buy you random things.
Do you want to do that? Sorry that my voice is being weird. Do you want to do that?
I don't know. Like I say, you and I are both kind of in the same boat here. I mean, I'm really picky and I don't like anything. So it's probably...
I know, even about batteries.
Yeah.
I almost handed you my phone just to be like, pick out your fucking batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just really specific about the things that I like. So I get it. It's difficult to buy me things.
I mean...
So for the most part, I'd rather most people just didn't buy me things.
I would love for you to buy me things.
Yeah, fair.
You're allowed to do that. That would make me very happy.
Yeah, I know.
I have a list of shit that I like. It's a joint list of because I've got like my grad presents written down because I'm going to buy myself a pair of earrings.
Wait, what list?
I've got an Amazon or not an Amazon list. A Google Keep list.
Is it our grocery list?
No,
There's another list.
Yeah, it's mine.
Or am
I've
I
also
on it
got
with
like
you?
no, I've got presents and stuff on it, like
Oh, you
shit
said
that
it
I
was a
want to buy
joint
for.
list. I thought you meant okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just said there's another list. I didn't mean to say joint. Sorry.
Yes, gotcha.
It's just a regular list on Keep.
Yeah.
That's got like shit that I want for myself. You know, when I get some graduation money, I'm gonna get myself a little cute pair of earrings from one of my favorite artists, and some docks. And because some docked fucking sandals are beautiful, and I want them very much. But it's got like potential presents for you and the child and stuff too. But I can put you on that list and move your Christmas stuff elsewhere. Because there's shit that I want literally always. But also, like, that's not really our dynamic here. Like, when you get me something, it's because you saw it and we're like, that's the shit that she would like.
Yeah.
Because when we talked about engagement rings, which again, different from just like a cute necklace or something or
Yeah.
cute earrings. But it was, I don't know, the sense that I get for you buying things is like you don't want to be told what to buy. You want to like see something and like it and be in charge of it and give it to me like as a surprise and not just be like, oh, she wants this exact thing. Let me get that exact thing for her. So that's kind of why I buy things for myself because I want that shit. I want that specific thing. I don't want to tell you like, I would vaguely like a pair of earrings. I get struck by like a specific set from the artist that I like. And so I just get it and I clear the price with you first. So if you want to buy me stuff, you're welcome to do that because that's daddy as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you like need, I mean, do you even want to do that? And do you need like inspiration or what? Do you need to know like places that I like to shop?
No, I don't think so.
Because if you don't want to actively do it, then tell me that so I don't feel guilty for buying things for myself because I do.
No. And it's certainly not something for you to feel guilty about either. I was just kind of, I don't know. It feels, I don't know. You get yourself so much stuff.
Sorry,
and I do
damn.
the same thing. I get myself so much stuff. It's kind
I
of
try
like,
and match the level of things that I get. I don't go crazy.
well, no. I'm not saying you do.
Okay, good.
I just, yeah.
I
don't know.
use like other money as much as possible. You know, I use my parking path refund to get some clothes shit or like my career clothes. Like I got a face mask and a blazer and shit like that and some cute little Converse.
This certainly isn't a conversation about you wasting money.
You.
Yeah. This is a conversation about, yeah. I just find it hard to randomly buy you things. Well, because I feel like you're very self-serving. Not in a bad way. That's not a bad thing either.
It's an interesting phrase.
Yeah. I'm the same, I guess, and I'm projecting this on you. I'm very much that way. Like, if I want something, I'll just get it for myself. I keep an Amazon wish list, but that's just a list of things that I'm going to get for myself one day, maybe.
Exactly.
So
that's what my Google list is.
Yeah.
And I mean birthday gifts and shit that I'm going to tell, my mom, like, hey, can you get me an eyeshadow palette? I want this one. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. When Christmas rolls around, Dad's like, hey, what do you want for Christmas?
Yep.
Hey, here's my Amazon wish list.
Yep. I'm just going to give someone a specific item. Like, I would like this one. Thank you.
So, yeah, it's, yeah.
I mean, the easiest way to shop for me is like, go to Amazon and type in Ghibli.
Right.
Get me some little shit. Including a day collar.
Okay, anyway.
That's about all.
Peace out.
Peace out.